Download the BCSN Plus app today. The Catholic School Spotlight is presented by Metzger's. Metzger's means more. Commercial printing, fulfillment, and mailing all in-house.
We have the pleasure of being joined by St. John's basketball coach, Mr. Mike Schoen. Coach, I'm sure antsy to get the season up and going. How's it feeling so far?
Good. You know, preseason is preseason. It becomes long. The scrimmages. We had our last scrimmage on Saturday, yesterday, and I can kind of tell that our guys are ready to make it real and get outside of that preseason mode. So we're excited.
And your team has been described to me as loaded. When you look at practices and scrimmages, how do you see that declaration playing out?
I would say that potential more than loaded. I think we have potential, but potential is a scary word. I think we have a lot of guys back. We're versatile, but we have things we do not do well that we really need to improve on, which is fun. It's a fun challenge. We always have a target on our back, and I'm sure it's a little more this year, but some of that's just created by people talking, and I think it really is going to matter once you hit the hardwood and start playing. So we'll learn about who we are as we hit that hardwood and start seeing other teams.
How do you handle that target on your back? Because you can tell your players a lot, but at the end of the day, they're kids. They're scrolling on social media. They're going to hear the chatter from their friends. So how can you make sure that doesn't become a distraction for you guys?
You really try not to harp on it too much and really, try to focus on the day-to-day stuff, I think. And like you said, though, they are kids, so I'm sure they read some of that stuff, and that stuff means nothing, And we touch on it, but we don't harp on it too much because we really try to focus on ourselves and challenge them. If you watch our practices and things and you ask our guys, I would imagine they're thinking from us as a coaching staff that we're not very good right now, right? Because we're trying to continue to improve. So we focus on that stuff and not focus on the bigger picture. Hopefully good things come our way.
And a big name on your team, Race Kowalczyk, 18 points, 5 rebounds a season ago. Hard to improve after such a great season, but how are you continuing to challenge him as he becomes a leader on this team? Well,
I think the cool thing about coaching really good players is challenging them when they think they're really good. Now, obviously, he's had great years. This will be his 4th year as a varsity guy. But I think the exciting thing to coach a player like that is to try to push them to that next level. And push them a little harder, and we've done that with Race. And I think he's very good, but he has a lot to improve, which is a cool thing. And like if we were all finished products, there'd be no coaches, no teachers, or anything like that. So it's a continual growth, and he's got to grow in a variety of different ways. But we're obviously really excited about what he can bring to the table for us.
And there are quite a few other names that I can mention, but I want to key in on Ethan James. Had a great outing at Toledo, top 64. He can create his own shot really well. He can get to the paint really well. What are you expecting from him this season?
I think he's a really good player. I think people will be surprised at his improvement level. He's just a tough, hard-nosed guard. As a coach, you almost take it for granted when you have a guy like that, and then when you lose him. When they graduate, it's like, whoa, we really missed him. And he'll be that sort of guy, I think. He impacts the game in a variety of different ways. He makes his teammates better. He defends. He rebounds for a guard as well as any guard we've had. He just is, and he's a great kid and a good leader. So excited to watch him kind of become a upperclassman now, right? He's kind of been that freshman, sophomore with talent and potential, and now he's a leader, and we're expecting great things from him this year.
You mentioned there's a lot of great things that your team has done so far. You mentioned there are some things that you guys could work on. But after losing in the district finals last year, what will define this year's team?
I think we define our team. I think I told we were obviously disappointed with that game and that loss, and we felt like that first half we played about the worst half of basketball we played all season. So that was a bitter pill to swallow. But we continue to move on and get better. I think we've told our guys we're our own worst enemy.
Going to be a fun season. We're obviously expecting a lot out of you guys, and I'm sure you guys got the message already. Not to put any more pressure. Mike Schoen, St. John's basketball head coach. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.